So what are your preoccupations or your focus in your current writing? Like, well, I let me just say what I'm getting at. So with Ohio Apertures, I feel like you're really talking about ecology a lot. Would you say that's
Yeah, it's a lot about the natural world and my lifelong relationship with the natural world. And some of that comes through, well, the idea of the apertures is sometimes I'm using a romantic or idealistic aperture, sometimes I'm cutting to something that's realistic. I think in my new book of poems, Capital of Sorrows, um, I'm I'm looking into the future, not the past in terms of, but like I've seen things in my lifetime disappear, and that's tragic and deeply concerning. And so I'm exploring the impact of the changes in the natural world on my worldview. And it was the challenge for me was how to do that without standing on a soapbox and railing against something. So the poems in that book, I stepped out of it as a speaking lyrical voice, and I'm almost doing word photographs or word paintings. And it's interesting because I went from the aperture camera metaphor in the book of nonfiction, but in Capital of Sorrows, I'm doing that very literally, to step out as if to say, the world I'm seeing when we're gone at the rate we're going, those things will be there. And in some cases, they're presented as damaged things, which is disturbing. And sometimes I take things like floods or oil leaks, and I try to describe them in the language I would use if I was looking at it as an abstract painting, like going back to Hans Hofmann, where things are bleeding and running on the page, because I want to juxtapose the idea of the natural world and the art world, which is it's not a part of nature. It's something that some of us know how to do, and it's a thing that's very necessary. But this crazy intersection, I posed that question to myself as I was starting to put the manuscript together of like, what is the relationship between art and the natural world? I mean, I've done that with other issues, but art's always at the center of what I do. All of my books have always had that in it somehow, because poetry is an art.